Hello everybody, it's Slayer Joe 31, back at it again with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I finally uploaded the last video and now I'm looking to close out this case. I was really hoping to try to get this done sooner, but if it wasn't me spending too much time with hell divers or just getting distracted by other events, but for the most part I think it's on me for just not getting it done in the time I wanted. Anyway, I actually spent some time in the legal system myself this past week. I got called to jury duty and I didn't go in with a good mood, which is something I don't advise. I wasn't trying to be insulting or disruptive. Basically, we were stuck in a room for a few hours. This secretary was freaking giving us the whole corpo speech about, we appreciate your time, we thank you for coming, even though we didn't have a choice. You know, trying to go through all that crap, and I just wanted to get out of there. Anyway, I was whispering curses to myself, but apparently she had ears like a bloodhound. On top of that, of course, it might have helped if I hadn't been sitting right in front of her, like literally within a foot away from her. On top of that, I think she took personal offense to when I tore up the stupid letter that she said was completely optional, a survey basically. She said I was being disruptive. You know, I wasn't trying to be disruptive at all. Well, not intentionally. Her and her freaking lawyer pal asked me if I wanted to go talk to the judge about it, but I told them that wasn't necessary. Fucking pricks. Needless to say, I really hate the legal system. Of course, as much as I would have loved to shove my foot where the sun don't shine, even hardened criminals tell you not to try to mess with lawyers or judges or stuff like that. You know, unless I want to be like that guy who jumped on that judge. Forgive me, Lord. But anyway, I don't advise it. Yeah, just try to get in there, keep to yourself, keep away from them preferably. Just get out of there. Part of me feels bad because, I wasn't actually called and I was only there for a few hours. Like, I've had times where I was there for literally all day and then had to come back for a few more days just for the whole process. But anyway, enough wasting time. December 28th, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock has worn off my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today is the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! Whoa! Now, what are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right. Good idea.
That's my name. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah, pal. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning. Morning.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Good morning. How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? Oh yeah, that's a good point. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. But he hasn't said anything.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement.
Yeah. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trials, the defense ascertained that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness! Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
Why I left court. Alright.
I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or anything. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of them motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Yeah, that's the point. Food?
Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack?
Yeah, well, I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Sheesh. Von Karma, don't you go geriatric on me, too. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Witness, please continue.
Damn it. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies!
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Ha ha! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
He's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi. That name seems familiar. Oh! Johnny Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tusk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. Oh yeah, the court, they fingerprint everybody, that's right.
I see. That makes sense. Tusk.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingerprints working with this stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
Oh, come on, you don't have no saliva, no hair follicles, you can't, I mean, come on, it's like 2016, you can use some facial recognition crap or something. Granted, well, actually, it might be a little early for that, but still. No!
Phil, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. Decided 9.
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tusk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. Oh boy, here we go.
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to...
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. If it were any other lawyer, you'd be wheeled out of this courtroom in a straitjacket. Damn it, Wright.
Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, or nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Hell yeah. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's quite a bird.
So, this is one of those meme moments with the game that's become famous. But I'll have you guys know that this actually, while it is pretty rare, and most of the times it would probably be laughed off, if not having you put in contempt of court, because the people who work in the legal system are assholes. But apparently it is a. I remember when I was watching The Professional, he mentioned that there were legal cases where, like, if a mob boss had a trained parrot that would warn him about the police coming, you could interview the parrot to try as evidence. I don't think they've ever testified against their own owners, but yeah.
Please tell us your name. Name!
Maybe you should try squawking, Judge.
The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Who is your owner?
Hello! Hello! Rah!
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far.
And that's saying something.
Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
I got something. As I recall, 2 days ago...
Polly! Have we forgotten something? Ah! Don't forget the sex! Ah!
If I can get Polly to say that here, that'll prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Huh? What?
Hello! Ah! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot! Hello! Ah! Uh-oh! It's not working, Nick! She won't say it!
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Tusk. Something's matter, Mr. Wright.
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. You bastard. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if we forgot anything? You son of a bitch. He lured us into a corner and ingested us and in jest gave us a way out that he controlled. Just like Sun Tzu and just like Sun Tzu wrote in his Art of War. Damn it. And we fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Excuse me. How about the name? Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Let me check something real quick. Let's see, 12/28, 2000, December 28, 2001. Air and elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on the scene. Gregory Edgeworth, 35. Tracked an elevator, returning from a lost trial with his son. Let's see, age 9. 1 bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff, trapped in an elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Polly Jenkins. Huh. Okay. Yes, it does.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
A DL6 case file.
Wait, let me double check that again just to be sure. Page 3. Okay. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name?
It's on page 3, the suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. Remember? See?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence. That's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old! Wait, was that the dog touching the electric fence?
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228.
What a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number?
It's in case summary. It's on the case summary page, number 1.
Case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
Yeah, hang on. What was that, Von Karma? Let me, one more time so I can write this down.
Schweinhund. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That is all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me.
Yep, there's a Yep, pattern recognition ain't racism, y'all.
What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait! This fitness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay.
Whoa!
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Dick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting. For 15 years!
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. It was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, even my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment! Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder. Of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? This is his first loss in 40 years. I mean, you saw how. I mean, he freaking took a 7-month vacation just from getting a penalty. I don't know. Maybe he's working out his retirement plans or something.
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, that was easy.
Objection!
Huh?
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Maya. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! Your Honor! I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer at the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do? Raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right.
He can't be right, I'm right.
We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Well, turn your finger around and point it back at yourself.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold the trial. Right here. Right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Oh, man. Just when we thought we were in the clear. As soon as I get back out, they pull me back in. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is what the Japanese legal system does to you, y'all. Not that the American system is a whole lot better, but you get my point.
This is crazy! This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. But I ain't wearing no belt. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. Excuse me. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. So it's unconventional for me. I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Fine karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please. Please.
I don't think we can rely on Mia for this one, I'm afraid. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, leaving us trapped in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Damn, you need therapy.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. The same claim we refuted.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Although in Edgeworth's case, it might be legit. The DL6 incident. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. Damn, he should have had one. He should have had one of those holsters with a strap on it. When you picked it up, what happened next? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. There was a single gunshot. A single gunshot, you said? Murder weapon was fired twice. Hey. Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? I think it was victim data, but let me double check. Murder weapons fired twice. Yep. Look at victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. Twice. However, we do not know when that first shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. You do have a point. Mr. Wright, the murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case?
For sake of argument, let's say yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible.
No, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Any evidence that the firing of the pistol is related to the incident? 2 shots. Two shots. Oh boy, let me... I mean... Shit. I forget, honestly. That's the bullet we'd taken from Von Karma. Do you have evidence that the second fire of the pistol is related to this incident? Let me save here just to... Take that! Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the
scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please. Please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Take that! As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your vile fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Okay, what's going on here? No. Oh. The case summary. That's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, since the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepted the guilt!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce on the verdict today, right here.
Right now!
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
I can't just let this... Your Honor! I object!
Tusk, tusk, tusk.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Ugh.
It must exist. The second bullet.
Mia. What? What'd you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor!
Hmm?
The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright.
Especially if it was in the dark.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
I mean, for sake of argument, let's say that he had to take it with him. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah, what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer had to take the bullet away from the scene with them is... Shit. I've locked myself into a corner, haven't I? The murderer was cautious? Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they would have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
This isn't going so well.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Well, I guess we can say he didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah,
the murderer had no reason. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, join the club, bud. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? I could swear there was a choice here to pick before that dialogue.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. This isn't like Far Cry or one of the survival games, whatever that is. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yoni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in this incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma!
Oh man!
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Oh, should I come out and say it now? No. Now's the only chance we got. We're taking it all the way. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma! Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there?
Bah.
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with mine objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? 9. Where did I go on the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctors that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is!
It's no use. But Edgeworth? I knew Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself?
He doesn't look like a Far Cry protagonist.
That's insane!
Actually, there was a doctor that did that during World War II. I think he was a Soviet doctor. Or was he a Finnish doctor? I forget, but yeah. And again, these old guys are built different. But even then, that'd be dangerous as hell. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Unless you're... I already said it, so... Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Tusk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot?
Yeah, I can show you some evidence. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it, and I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Mr. Von Karma. You shut up back there.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. 9!
You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it. Right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Hello. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent.
Huh?
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
I should have made his voice deep. Damn it.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove?
I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
That's a bullet. Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth himself. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know!
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
Get away! Get away from my father!
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma?
Edgeworth! Only you would identify me! So, it was you! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record. And you left the scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! Shut up. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court record room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain! A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before mine eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last 2 moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? George!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it!
Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. Just as you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Whew!
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Aunt Karma looked even paler than usual.
And that's saying something.
He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. Good work with your sister, Maya. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
Maybe not for Edgeworth. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try, thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Woo! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me.
Hey, now let's not get too crazy now. How much are you getting paid? Actually, I shouldn't ask that, but let's not break the bank now.
Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Woo! I feel foolish. Very, very foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all.
Lana!
Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth. Congrats.
For fuck's sake, leave me alone. Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cooking jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, were you not?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photojournalist pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
Hell, don't go looking for bridges yet. Actually, I don't think there is one at Gordon Lake. You don't look sick.
It's Keont's. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick.
Hell, please tell me you didn't send her another copy of The Thinker.
She's leaving me behind.
Just see that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. He ain't wearing no suit. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Hey, $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No! No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, yes? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. Oh, here we go. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me!
Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Thanks. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I'd have known, I'd have become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only in reverse. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, at least in part, to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, don't tempt me now.
Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after all that, dinner on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What the hell? I guess they mean, like, mentally, you know, they're still reeling from the effects. I mean, they couldn't have him, like, unless he pissed off someone in the legal system, there's no reason they should be holding him. But anyway. I don't know, maybe it was a mistranslation. Anyway, December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Wright and Company law offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Oh, crap. Goodbye! What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving.
Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Yeah, hold it. Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
Now that ain't true. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Arrivederci, bon voyage, adios, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Nick.
You'll be good, alright? So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Concept, script direction, good old Shu Takumi himself.
Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Woo! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, you're telling me. Kumiko Tsukane. Well, thanks a lot. Kumiko. Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That miss is a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date, huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Damn it, Larry.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, thanks a lot, Winston. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Please stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, Wright? Ah, yes. Me as understudy, yes. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Oh, my hemorrhoids! Oh, thanks Masakazu Sugimori. Thank you kindly.
Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that finally put Sam as old TV? Keep it straight anyhow.
I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
Wait, you're working on that? Damn. Yeah, I can see how that would be a bit of an issue. I suppose it may not be as masculine as the Steel Samurai, but
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy there where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
the less you know, the better, Penny. Trust me on that one.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright, but you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Hey, better you know it now, son. Women ain't all they're cracked up to be. Of course, what's that one?
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Who, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm a-gonna be famous.
Shinji Mikami. Ain't that... How come I know that name? Huh. Oh, hey! I see what she meant. Finally. Yeah, thanks a lot, Capcom. Even though you guys are kind of assholes these days. And with that, it's over for now. I still plan on doing the 5th case once I have time, but yeah. It's good to finally get that out of the way. I don't know, I may wind up taking a break from instead of doing a game in between after this 5th case, I might just take a little break from the series, then get back into the next game. But anyway, this is Mr. J. I mean, this is Slayer Joe 31. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace out. Hope you have a great week. Hope you stay safe out there in the winter storm. I hope everything goes the way you want it to, if not better. God bless you guys. Have a great day. See ya.